How's it going, everybody? This is Tim from G.I. Joe Immortal, and today we are going to do part 6 of the 3 3/4 G.I. Joe find. These are all from the collection that I bought a few months ago, and I'm still now just getting around to seeing everything that I got, and I'm sharing it with you. I've already pulled them out of the bags, and they are all labeled and ready to go, so let's get started. The first one's going to be a 1985 Crimson Guard, which is really cool. Nice vintage figure. Really great shape. I'm glad to get that. These are great army builders for sure. I wish I had like around 20 of these things. They look great, all in formation. But this is the Crimson Guard. The original 1985, version 1, series 4, Crimson Guard. I'll have to dig out his weapons once I get around to it. Next one will be a 1987 Series 6 Cobra Commander with the battle armor. And, of course, in the Deke series, he was Cobra Commander. But in the cartoon series, he was an imposter. And later on, Cobra Commander comes back and gets rid of a lot of them. But that's Cobra Commander with the battle armor. This is version 3. Cobra Commander version 3, which it's a really cool outfit and everything, but it's just not Cobra Commander to me. I never cared for that Cobra Commander at all. He was an imposter, right? But still cool figure to have, in really good shape. Here's Crimson Guard Immortal from 1991 and Series 10. This is version 1 of the Crimson Guard Immortal. And he's had a little bit of play, looks like. Head's a little bit loose, but the body's in really good shape. But that's your Crimson Guard Immortal. He's an elite trooper. And this is version 1 from 1991. Vintage figure. So the vintage figures are coming out now strong now. And here is Series 4, 1985, version 1 Buzzer. One of the original Dreadnoks. I was really happy to get that. His name is Dick Blinken. He is a Dreadnok. He does have his gear. He's got his gas can here, which I don't like to put it on him too much, but this is his gas can that he came with. That's a version 1 Buzzer. Yeah, the Australian Dreadnok. Really good shape. Happy to get it. It's got a little bit of play, a little bit of paint loss, but I'm happy with it. Very good condition. All right, let's move on. Next is another good army builder. This would be 1989 version 1 Night Viper. So that's pretty cool. He's missing quite a bit of his equipment, but I'll see if I can dig it out. And I've got a lot of work to do as far as outfitting some of these vintage guys and figuring out what's what. But that is the Night Viper. He's in excellent shape. He's got the little Cobra design right there. Got the insignia. Good hands. Nice color. And alright, we have version 2 Firefly. And he does have his weapon with him. Here's his gun. Very green. From 1992. I don't like that version. I just don't care for it. But it is version 2 Firefly. I got version 1 right here, and this thing is mint. Mint right there. And he does have the phone and the backpack and everything, so he is totally complete. That is a mint version 1. Just had to show you that. Okay, let's move on to 1988 Hydro Vipers version 1. A lot of guys like to army build with these guys too. He's got the webbed hand, and these guys are kind of creepy. But 1988 version 1 Hydro Vipers. With the purple uniform. And these guys did something to themselves so they could, they kind of altered their DNA so they could become aquatic, which is kind of creepy. Then we move on to none other than the notorious Croc Master from version 1 Croc Master, in really good shape. And he's even got his Crocagator with him. We're digging that. So get the Crocagator, and he does have the original whip and harness. I do have to dig out the rest of his, I think there's a collar and some other stuff that goes with him. But that's the Croc Master from 1987. 87 was a decent year for G.I. Joe. You could tell they were running out of ideas. But Croc Master fits in there somewhere. Got to have your Croc Alligator Specialist. And then this guy here, your 1987 version 1 Falcon. He's got the wings and everything. He's got his Falcon hat. The guy thought he was a bird, so I thought that was kind of strange. Not my favorite figure, but these are very easy to get, and they're relatively cheap. I think there's a brace that goes in here that makes these wings stay out, but at least he's got his wings. And there's Falcon. He had a little role to play in the comic series with Billy and stuff, and he kind of knew that the battle armor Cobra Commander knew that he was an imposter, and he knew that the real Cobra Commander was still alive. And but here is Claws. This is version 4 of Claws, 18th series from the set Dart vs. Claws. This is from 2002 G.I. Joe versus Cobra. Really cool paint design on this guy with the purple and the gray. He's got pretty much your basic generic weapon with the silencer on it and the hook. They made, thousands, millions of these things. But that is Claws. Yeah, he's a pretty good looking figure for 2002. And now we get into, this guy's missing some parts, but this is Zartan version 20 from 2010. He's got a bird on the top of him. Got his bag full of heads that he can change out, but pretty cool looking Zartan. One of the elite figures from 2010, Pursuit of Cobra. They put out a lot of good figures when they put out Pursuit of Cobra. The Rise of Cobra movie put out a lot of the, I call them elite figures. But let's move on. Here we go. We got Cobra Commander version 12, and I kind of like the paint scheme on this with the hooded black and red Cobra Commander. It's pretty cool. I kind of like it. It's not my favorite, but I like it. My favorite is in right over there, version 2. But this is version 12, and this is from Duke versus Cobra Commander from 2002. And I got all his weapons. He had another, there's another little pistol. His pistol right there. Alright, let's move on to a 2009 comic book figure, version 22, Destro. And that's pretty cool with the big armor chest plate there and the clawed toes he's got there. But, yeah, I might be missing one of the size, but that is Destro, one of the comic book figures, and it came, I think it was a 2-pack with somebody. Might have been Ace, I think. I may be mistaken. But that is Destro from 2009. 4-inch figure there. With the stand. And we're getting back into a nice O-ring figure. Here's his weapon. But this is from 2004. This is Cobra Trooper version 2. But this was put out in 2004. So this is a repop. I believe it says on here that the belts were painted black. But they look pretty good. But this is Cobra Trooper, the ones that I like to army build with. Even though this is a little bit different than the original ones. But he's in great shape. Alright, let's move on. And the notorious version 2 Rock Viper. And this guy is hideous. Or no, Rock Viper. Okay, I thought it was Range Viper. It was Rock Viper. This is version 2. He is the Cobra Attack Unit. This is from 2000. It came with a 2-pack with Major Blood from Series 16. He's got his backpack, and it plugs into his head. I don't know why. I'll have to read up on him, but I'm still into the comics, and I don't like to spoil my comics by jumping ahead, and I've read all of the comics up to, gosh, I'm getting into the 200s now. But there is Rock Viper version 2. Pretty cool. Alright, now we got a 2004 Firefly version 10. And he looks pretty much, it's a Kamakura just rebuilt with a different vest and a belt and a paint job. But that is Firefly version 10. The Cobra Saboteur from Series 20. There's the back of him. Dark purple. To me, it's pretty generic. They just called him Firefly for some reason. I don't know why. But then we get into the 2005 Shadow Strike Ninja version 1. And I like this guy. He's pretty cool. One of the red ninjas, for sure. Alright, let's keep moving on. I'm going to try and get through these as quick as I can. About halfway through. Now we got a 2004 Storm Shadow. Now this is when he was with Cobra. And this came in a 2-pack Valor versus Venom. This is version 15. And I do have his weapons. There's his backpack there. Looks pretty cool. This is version 15 from 2004. Alright, let's move on. This is a 2001 Laser Viper version 2. It's got a broken hand, but other than that, he's in pretty good shape. O-ring figure. I like when they went back to the O-ring figures, for sure. But that is a Laser Viper, Cobra Laser Viper from 2001, Series 17, version 2. Now we're getting into one of the Elite figures again. This is Storm Shadow. I believe this is from the Rise of Cobra Collection 1, Wave 1 from Rise of Cobra from 2009, Series 25. And he has all his gear. He has this big honking weapon here too. And a really sweet looking gun. Let me get this gun out because I like this gun. I like the paint on it. That's pretty sweet looking. And then, but that's the figure here. Storm Shadow, as I like to see him, with his claw, and he's got his katanas in the back. And let's move on. We got another Storm Shadow, and this is came with the Ninja Lightning Cycle, but this is version 2. Or there is a red version, which is a version 2. I do have the Lightning Cycle and the red version 2. So this is him here with the black, and also with the sword on the back, and he's got his nunchucks. This is version 14 from Series 20 in 2004. And that is Storm Shadow and the Lightning Cycle. The Ninja Lightning Cycle, which I do have that too. Alright, let's move on to version 6, Baroness from 2004. Missing her glasses, it looks like, but version 6, Cobra Intelligence Officer, the Baroness from 2004. Don't really like the hair design on that one, but that's that 2004. There's still O-ring versions, but I just didn't care for that Valor versus Venom line that they were doing. All right, we got 3 more. This is 2002 Cobra Commander, Supreme Cobra Leader, version 11, and he looks pretty cool. Pretty muscular. It's got the light blue and dark blue kind of two-toned there with the gray and the gold on the shoulders. But pretty cool looking figure. Version 11 for Cobra Commander. They haven't made a whole lot of Cobra Commanders at this time, starting from 82 up, which is a good thing. Now this is my favorite of the eels. This is version 1 electric eel, and I like the translucent figure of this. This is really cool. I really like that. He's definitely going to be in some of my displays for sure, because I like this figure. I just like what they did with it, the translucent thing. And he's a Cobra eel, but he's called the electric eel. And it's version 1 from 2004, Series 20, Cobra V Troops Underwater Specialist. Alright, the last one's going to be a 2002 Cobra Neo Viper. He looks like Cobra Commander, but I think this was painted. Actually did a good job on it, painting it though. I think he painted it gold, the gold trim and stuff on there, but actually did a good job. So it's kind of a custom. So it looks pretty good though. But it is a custom figure, customized. Did a good job painting it though. Almost as good as I would paint it. Anyways, that is from 2002. Which version? Version 1. This is version 1 of the Neo Viper. So that's kind of cool. And I do have other Neo Vipers, but that's version 1 of the Neo Vipers from 2002. Alright, that's all I have time for today. This is Tim. And if you want, we can take a look at some of the cool vehicles I had set up. There's Destro's tank helicopter. I think it was called the, I can't remember exactly, the Devastator or something like that. And in the background, we got, of course, we got the other G.I. Joe vehicles. I do have the truck, the APV, or APC. And there's a breaker down there. But that's all I got time for today. We'll see you next time on G.I. Joe Immortal. And we got, let me see how many more of these. Oh, I got at least 2 to 3 more versions, because I've got a lot more vintage figures coming up. I've got at least 3 to 4 more bins to go through. So there's a lot more to go. This is a huge collection. So we'll see you again next time. You guys have a good night. Make sure you leave a comment and a like, and also subscribe and hit that bell. Then you'll know when I put another video out. Thanks a lot for watching.